All right, thank you very much. Soon, questions from you. First one from me. I was starting to think about a book that I read a couple of years ago called The Hothouse Effect by American professor Barton Kostler, I think, Kunstler, something like that. And he wrote about the hothouse effect. He had digged into different hotspots over the centuries, from Athens to Vienna to Silicon Valley over time, and see what was the secret recipe for building those communities. And I think he had like 7 steps, but I only remember one, and that was great parties. And actually, the one probably the best community I've been into is the Chaos Pilots, a school that I went to, and who Uffe, the last keynote speaker of today, founded. It was a great place, and we always had the best parties. So I want your comments on that. First, Magnus Ture, do you agree? And then Stephanie, how do you do that in a digital world?
You know that I agree. We got something every second Friday called the World's Best After Work, and it's a great party every second Friday. We had like 400 to 600 people. So yeah.
I think anyone who's ever participated in a project on Kickstarter knows that doing it is like being at a party. I pledged money, like I said, to Tim Schafer's video game project, and it was like on Twitter, through the updates, just in general, there was buzz and energy, and I knew like I was a part of it. Like earlier we learned about immersive journalism, and in that way, virtually, you felt all that energy.
Are you like having a beer in front of a computer?
Yeah,
then,
yeah. Well, we did pop champagne actually when Tim's project happened, because we were like, "This is amazing," and then they also did, and we Skyped each other. It was really fun. We did have a party together.
Okay, so you can party over the internet. All right, questions from you guys? We have one over there.
Hi, I had a failed Kickstarter project last year. I started it in July, and my question to you, Stephanie, is the demographic, because now I have built a community, it's not huge, but I've got, 700 people. Mm-hmm. The demographics of people who back your projects, because I felt that possibly was my issue. Do you know clearly the demographics of people that are the main users of your site, and does it vary from project to project, or is it kind of across the board?
In general, most people bring their own communities with them, and then engage. If you do a good job, you engage your community's community, and so on and so forth. So the demographics are largely shaped by the projects themselves. Depending on the category, if it's like a theater project, it tends to be very local. If it's a games project, it tends to be very global. So it also, there's a few things that will factor in, but the demographics is largely shaped by the project creator.
So you shouldn't have a backer community of 0 to 5 years old. That's not going to be enough. Okay. Other questions? Okay, Lars has a question. You're welcome.
So, Magnus, the next house, is it in Malmo?
Oh.
And what are the plans?
When will it be built?
You're a bad boy, Lars. Okay. Well, yes, it is.
This could be in the papers tomorrow.
We hope so. But, yeah, probably one in Malmö and probably one in Copenhagen also.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Well.
More questions? That was very concrete. Here's one.
Hi, my name is Hasib, and I am from Pakistan. So I have a question that, are you planning to continue on to other countries, or you are focusing on the specific countries as of now? Going towards Asia, because there are a lot of innovation happening in Asia also. So are you allowing people from other countries to come over and be part of Kickstarter community and start their own campaigns? Or they have to be based in US or UK, or have a partner from those countries to come on there?
So it's not about Media Evolution, it's about Kickstarter.
Yeah, I think so.
We got that.
Is Media Evolution going to? Yeah, we will continue to expand internationally. So we launched in the UK 2 years ago, in Canada last year, and as well as Australia and New Zealand, Netherlands this spring, and that will continue. As we go further into Asia, for instance, there's a lot of localization work that needs to be done. We're a fairly small team, so we're still developing capacity, but we're learning so much, so you'll notice a much more rapid expansion.
Man in white.
Thank you both for excellent presentations. I was just wondering if you could share some experience or findings or learnings about being the motor of a community. Someone told me, said yesterday that curation might be one of the things that helps develop the community, and other stuff that you've found is beneficial to the growth of the community and the health of the community.
Okay. Well, I guess I said something about it, but the hardest thing is actually the changing part I was talking about, because when you start a community, of course you have an idea what it is, and of course you gather a crowd that have an idea what it is, but actually leaving the task to the community, because the motor, of course, starts it, but you have to let go of it very soon, because if you're not, there will be no community. So that's probably the hardest thing, and that you have to think of over and over again, because it repeats itself. All of a sudden you think that you know best, but you don't. So.
Is there a magical number when you can kind of start to feel that the community is alive?
No.
Okay.